Hello, The Drop is back and thank you for being with us today. My word, what a crazy time we've seen over the last few weeks. The UK has a new Prime Minister. Theresa May takes over from David Cameron, who lost the most important vote of his life, the EU referendum. Let's not get too much into that, we'll be here for hours. Now, what's really interesting about Theresa May is that I, for one, think she's definitely the best person for the job. She's cool, calm and collected, not in the highly privileged Bullingdon Club and Eton set, and has promised to make the Conservatives work for the disadvantaged. But she voted to stay in the EU. She's claimed Brexit means Brexit. Is she really going to be the one to invoke the Article 50 of the Lisbon Treaty? I wonder about that. Experts claim that that could happen as soon as the end of the year. But let's be honest, the pound is tanking. It's around $1.30 at the moment. Yes, I'm sure that will be good for exports, but as we've already been downgraded by all the major credit rating agencies, the FTSE 250 is not doing too well, and that's the one that takes into account British and medium-sized firms. It's perhaps a more true reflection of the economy. May's appointing a Brexit minister to lead the negotiations, but where are the chief architects of the Leave movement? Oh yeah, that's right, Boris and the backstabber Gove have both exited. Farage is off to sink a few more pints as he wants his life back, and Andrea Leadsom has left to head to a CV writing retreat. All of this extraordinary stuff from Westminster over the last few weeks makes the political series House of Cards seem like a tame, easygoing melodrama. I'm quite excited but still unsure what lies ahead now. I'm hoping that Theresa May can steady our good ship and not only make sure we have the best deal with the EU, but make sure that the EU doesn't sideline us. There's just too much at stake, but I want to know, how do you think Theresa May's premiership is going to go? Is she the right person to lead the country? Thoughts below as usual. And while we're still on the subject of Theresa May, it appears her namesake, the glamour model Theresa May, without the H, has had to change her bio on Twitter. Twitter users were bombarding her with congratulatory messages after Andrea Leadsom quit the race to allow May an unchallenged ticket. She was trending for a while. You never know. The way things are going, she might just find herself in the new cabinet. Football now in the Euros. What a ball fest that final was. All credit to Portugal, though. That was a side that came third in their group and struggled to beat teams in normal time in knockouts. The French flopped big time in the final, but perhaps an enduring memory, not Ronaldo's best buddy, the moth that landed on his face shortly before he got taken off, but this lovely moment a Portuguese kid consoled a distraught French fan. Finally, a lovely, warm, touching moment in a tournament tarnished by hooliganism and dire football. Now, you may have heard about this new craze with Pokemon Go. People are chasing down Pokemon characters in the office and in the streets, pretty much everywhere. What's it all about? Well, after a few years lying relatively low, Pokemon is making a bit of a comeback. The Nintendo-owned franchise, which exploded in popularity in the late 1990s, is again taking the US by storm, this time through Pokemon Go, its biggest entry into the mobile space, and it's now available for free download on Android and iOS. It's so popular that it's on the verge of overtaking Twitter in terms of daily active users on Android. Absolutely ridiculous. In simple terms, though, Pokemon Go uses your phone's GPS to clock and detect where and when you're in the game and make Pokemon appear around you. So you can go and catch them. As you move around, though, different and more types of Pokemon will appear depending on where you are and what time it is. The idea is to encourage you to travel around the real world to catch Pokemon in the game. Now, is this the new future of video games? We'll have to wait and see. Finally, congrats to the UK Love Island winners Nathan and Cara. The only original couple in the villa walked away with the £50,000 prize. In the final show, he wrote a poem professing his love. Let's take a look at this.
You've been together since day dot. You've gone all the way together. What is it? What's the secret?
I don't know, really. I think she deserves a massive round of applause for putting up with me. I mean, there's a handful of people in the world that would do it, and I found her on Love Island, so fair play to her.
What drew you together? It was so instant. I can't even tell people how instant it was. It's like you literally walked in the villa and just walked straight to her.
Do you know what it was? He walked out and he went, what did he say? He went, all right, girls. And I thought, that's it. He talks like me. I want him. And I went, all right, bruv.
Lovely stuff there. That's it for this week's show. Cheers for watching, and please give us a thumbs up and a share if you can. Let us know also what you think of Theresa May as the new Prime Minister. See you soon. That's it for this week's show. Goodness me, back to the old outtakes again, isn't it? Football now in the Euros. What a ball fest that final was. All credit to Portugal, though. What does that say? What the hell have I written there? Goodness me, but this was a side. Anyway, I'll make it up.